Good afternoon, Production Systems class of 2016. Today, my group and I will be demonstrating to you how you can make a code and circuit for a light wave.
When writing code for an Arduino Uno, always start with an explanation of the project in the comments, because if someone's reading code without the comments, they'll be confused about what the project's for and what the code is for. To achieve our task of making our LEDs make a wave, we must first distinguish which pins we're going to use. To do this, we use the PWM ports, the ones marked with a tilde on your Arduino. To activate a pin, we use pin mode. After each line, make sure to end with a semicolon so the program is able to read the code. For example, if we wanted to activate pin 3, we would type pin, capital M, the word mode, open parenthesis 3, comma, space, in all caps the word output, closing parenthesis, and the semicolon. You can't forget the semicolon.
So after we do all of our pins, next we're going to move to our void loop. What void loop is going to do is make sure everything that is in it is going to loop forever and ever until the end of time. So first we start with setting our integers right here. We're going to need 5, of course, because we have 5 lights. And then we put a comment here just explaining which goes to what light, just so there's no confusion at all. Next is our for statement. Our for statement is going to set the parameters for our project. So we're going to start with a as our integer, what everything's going to be based on. Then we're going to say a is going to be less than or equal to 256. And then we have a plus plus over here, which makes it so every loop a is going to go up 1, okay? Then for that, we put analog right 3 comma a, which makes sure that we get our light going to a right here, okay? Next up will be our if statements. All these if statements will go to our different lights, and each light is going to have a different if statement, okay? So this one is going to be B. So we say if A is less than or equal to 192, then we have the equation for B. B equals A plus 64, and then we have analog right 5B, which makes sure their light is going to go to pin 5B. Now, the whole reason we use the PWM pins for this project is so we can get a modulated light going to these LEDs. Alright? So, by making the equation 64 plus A, or A plus 64, we're having B already be 64 units ahead of A. Alright? So next we set our else statement right here, okay? This is for when A is not less than or equal to 192. Let's just say A is 200. So for that, we're going to set our equation B equals 448 minus A. Right? The whole reason we do that is we need to have a negative slope going down, because when when A hits 192, then B is going to start going down because it's already reached 256. Okay? Then we make sure we have our analog right 5B. Alright? So for the rest of this project, we're going to do the same thing for each one. If statement for C, if statement for D, and for E. Now, at the end of E, what we're going to do is we're going to have a delay. Now you can make the delay whatever you want. We're setting it to 5 to make our wave a little bit more smooth.